Hello and welcome back to my channel. Thank you all so very much for joining me and for tuning in to this twin flame reading. So what should we ask first? What do you guys want to know? What are the energies surrounding you and your twin flame? So as you can see, well, I'll just shuffle again to be fair. Wheel of Fortune. What are the energies surrounding your twin flame connection? This is, I want to say, 7 of Pentacles, and we'll take one more for the energies surrounding you and your twin flame connection. Let's take this one. Ace of Swords. Okay. So with the Wheel of Fortune, what I'm seeing here is a major shift happening in your connection. So you may be feeling a bit out of sorts. You may feel either disconnected from your twin flame or super connected. Almost like you're expecting them to hear from them, or for them to like all of a sudden knock on your door. So whatever you have been feeling has shifted because there's been a shift in the twin flame collective. So with this shift, I feel like a letting go of just a lot of stuff that has been going on for both you and your twin flame. So letting go of old beliefs, letting go of old habits, letting go of addictions, codependencies, ways of thinking. All of a sudden you're feeling almost like, yeah, out of sorts, like everything feels different. Like, where am I? This doesn't feel familiar. So because of this energetic shift, it's shifting in the sense that where things weren't working, they are working out for you now. So shifts that are happening are in your favor. Yay! So this could be with your health, this could be finances, this could be communication, connecting. All of a sudden today, I'm feeling like the energies are really like different. Like we're in a different realm. We're in a different reality because the energies don't feel the same. So if you're having these internal emotions of like freaking out because it's like, where am I? It's because of this big shift in the twin flame collective. So think of the twin flame journey as a cycle. And I want to say it's like a spiral, but instead of, you know, how some things spiral downwards, we on the collective are spiraling upwards. So during these shifts, a lot of us may experience these shifts as like going backwards. It's almost like what happens during a planet in retrograde. It seems like instead of moving forward, it seems like we're moving backwards. So you could be feeling like old feelings from your connection, or old feelings of, I'm just not satisfied with my twin flame connection. I'm not satisfied where things are at. All these old feelings are coming up. So that would make sense that you feel like it's moving backwards. But when we look at a spiral, and it's just like how planets go in retrograde or planets go backwards around the sun. It seems like they're going back, but actually it's spiraling and moving forward and moving up. The appearance or the illusion is that, you know, things are going backwards, but that's just an illusion. it's not real, you're actually moving forward. So the more backwards you feel things are happening in your connection, the more they're moving forward. So that's awesome. And for those of us who are feeling like trying to like find your way in the dark, like where am I? Where is this connection going? That is also because of the major shift that is happening in the Twin Flame collective. Regardless of how we're feeling, the connection is strengthening and deepening in ways that are even out of our control now. So no matter what's happening in our connections, no matter what our twin flame is doing or not doing, no matter if, you know, we're out conquering the world or if we're stuck in a situation, this major shift in the collective is taking all of us and bringing us over here. So we're like, hey, wait a second, where are we going? But the shifts, that's just how the universe works. That's how things shift. It's kind of like out of our control. It's the universe is making things shift and happen for us. So a lot of changes are going to be happening for you. As I mentioned in the last energy update reading, a lot of quick changes where in the past it seemed like it would take us years to build a business. Now we're seeming to build a business overnight. Whereas before it would take years to get to a certain place of success in whatever we choose. Now it's going to happen quicker and quicker and quicker. So it's almost like you're going to look back and you're going to be like, was that just last month that I was, you know, in a situation that's completely transformed? That's what big shifts mean. When the universe is now taken over, and we can start seeing that as a planet. We're going to start seeing, even feeling the shifts in energy. Whereas there was a lot of fear, a lot of insecurity, a lot of fear regarding health issues. All of a sudden now we're starting to feel happy for no reason. You're like, why do I feel okay? Why do I feel like, you know, the sun is shining now? And we're like, why is that? And it's because of this energetic shift, which we can feel inside, we can feel internally, because we, you know, energy's energy, and it affects all of us because we are energy. We are made up of energy. So that's a very positive shift. So even if things feel like they're going backwards, even all of this stuff's coming out, emotions, anger, jealousy, resentment, envy, insecurity, fear, it's all because the universe is lifting us and moving us forward. So just to be reassured, not to think that the way you're feeling now, if it's uncomfortable, that it's always going to be that way. Just get through this uncomfortable feeling of energy, because it's change. And our inner child part of us, which resists change, is what is feeling anxious and overwhelmed and full of fear. So, you know, just kind of ride the wave of what you're feeling and reassure the inner child that, you know, you got their back, you're going to be there, you're going to be there to support them as these shifts are happening. And we will get to the other side, where some of us are already feeling like, this is not bad, this is pretty good, I'm liking the way this feels. So those of us who are there are needing to lead the others and to lend a helping hand to those who are still feeling a bit fearful of this energy shift, where we are moving forward. We are going through this growth and evolution of our planet and of our twin flame experience, twin flame collective. So again, it's just to reassure you that no matter what you're feeling is okay. You will get there. We're getting there together. There just might be like this first group that's already there saying, yeah, we're here. Come on over. The water's fine. There's people over here going, can you help me? Can you help me? So we need to help guide those to come to this place where it's feeling good. Okay? All right. So the second card is, I want to just make sure this is 7 of Pentacles. Okay. So for a lot of us who have been kind of working on ourselves, working on self-love, working on clearing our fears, working on nurturing our inner child, for a lot of us, you're like, okay, holding up this empty basket saying like, where's my twin flame? You know, I'm working on myself. I'm doing the inner work. I'm slaying those demons and dragons. And where's my twin flame? So we're failing to see that, you know, all that work is not for nothing. That you are your tree, your I don't want to say vortex, but your blessings, your creations are coming to life, are growing. And what I'm really getting the message here is that our twin flame is also having to do the same inner work. And it may not look like they're doing the work because it may appear different, but they are going through their own shifts, growth, healing, their own inner child work, however, whatever that means for them. So if it seems like you're like, I'm doing all this work and nothing's happening and nothing's showing up, and you know, my twin flame's not knocking on my door, not calling, texting, I know, but not to worry, because the universe is like saying, you know, the work that you're doing is being like, you will receive the fruits of your labor. You will receive the harvest. So not to worry about this empty basket that you're looking at, to look at the bigger picture, to look at, sorry, this is my phone, to look at what you're building, what you're creating. Just because it hasn't come into 3D, just because it hasn't manifested, doesn't mean that it's not coming. You will know based on how you feel. Like you wake up and you're like, oh, okay, I'm feeling great. You know that your manifestations, your creations are coming to life in the 3D. And what I'm seeing with the Ace of Swords is big communication. So big in the sense that out of the blue, you're going to have some confirmation from your twin flame, whether it's direct or indirect, that they love you. They may not say the words, I love you, but this means big communication. This means like an opening. The universe is now opening this window, this door of communication. So again, it may not be the words, but it may be a meme that they send you. It may be a song that you're hearing. It may be your favorite song. It may be your favorite twin flame song. So let's just be open to hearing from our twin flame, not from the exact, you know, texting, emailing, a love letter, but receiving a message from the universe through music, through a poem, through a meme, through an Instagram, Facebook post, because that's how we communicate. We communicate not just through speech. We have a whole new technology available to us to receive messages through, you know, cyberspace, through online. So be open, because that's how your twin flame is communicating to you. You will get a big message. Ace of Swords is about communication, is about a new beginning, you are embarking on a new way of communicating. So it's online, and you know, it's someone that you don't know, who is just posting this post, and it just speaks to you and resonates as if you can hear your twin flame's voice. That is from your twin flame. So a new beginning of communication is about being open to receiving communication in ways that we're not used to. Because what this lesson is to teach us how to communicate, not just through our usual way of communicating, which is through speech, voice, texting. This is a lesson on going within, connecting to our source, connecting to our intuitiveness, being open to the messages that the universe has for us. So not only is our twin flame sending us communication, but the universe is sending communication as well. So this is big communication, receiving messages. You're going to receive them in your sleep, through dreams, through hearing like a message that you're just going to be, oh, move to LA. That could be like, all of a sudden you just wake up and you hear that and you're like, who said that? That's a message from you, from the universe. Maybe the universe needs you to move to LA to become closer to your twin flame, or that's where you're going to meet, or that's where you're going to rendezvous, whatever the case is. I'm just using that as an example. Okay. So let's continue on, and okay, let's get some messages from your twin flame. Did I already do that? No. I do these readings like every day, all day, so like sometimes it just is all a big blur. So these are messages from your twin flame. 3 of Pentacles. The World. Okay. So what I'm getting from the 3 of Pentacles is that they may not show it, but they are bringing to life what's important to them. So even if for now, while in separation, they're working on, you know, increasing their finances, balancing their finances, balancing their health, working on succeeding in their job, career, whatever it is, they are bringing what is important to them into the 3D. You are also included in that, because even though it may seem like our twin flame is working on everything but communicating or coming into union, the reason why they're working on all of these other things is to come into union. Because guess what? You are their inspiration. The love that you share inspires them to grow and expand and succeed and just to be happy. The love that they feel for you, the love that you feel for them, inspires them to do better, to be better. And this is not to say that, you know, they are flawed or that we're flawed or there's anything wrong with us. We are just meant to grow and evolve. And our twin flame love is what inspires us. Twin flame love is really what inspires all the beautiful poetry and literature, all the beautiful classic love stories from Shakespeare, all the love songs, the ballads, the heart-wrenching songs that just make you want to curl up into a ball and cry your eyes out. This twin flame love is the inspiration for creation. So they are creating in their lives what they need to bring you into their life, to bring you and them into long-lasting, harmonious union. So if it seems like they're not reaching out or they're not communicating, it's not because they don't love you and it's not because they don't care. It's because they're bringing their wishes, their dreams and goals into fruition, and you are on that list. It may feel like you are the last thing on their list, it may feel like you are the last priority, but the reason why they're building their life is because you inspire them to do so. Being with you inspires them to grow, to be who they're meant to be. That's what twin flames do. You inspire one another to be who you're meant to be in the world. So their message is, please be patient with me because I still am working on what I need to work on to feel confident to be with you. I need to work on feeling like, you know, I deserve it all. I deserve success. I deserve happiness. I deserve awesome health. And I deserve the love of my life, which is you. So that is their message to you. They want you to know that this time in separation is not for nothing. That this time is meant to prepare you both for union. And if that means no communication, they're sorry that it has to be that way, but it's so that they can focus on the goals at hand and really have laser focus to get it done sooner than later. They want to be with you sooner than later. And I'm getting like, they're sorry that it's taking them this long. They wanted to be with you like 2 months ago, 2 years ago, 20 years ago. But they've had a lot of fear. They had to process their feelings for you. They had to process, you know, they had to feel what it feels like to be without you, to realize how much they want to be with you. So for some of us, it takes us 2 weeks. For some of us, it takes 20 years. And I know that can sound disheartening, but it's all worth it. When you're together, time is irrelevant. You can spend 2 hours with your twin flame and it feels like 20 years because you're so connected, you're so engaged with one another that it seems like you spend a whole lifetime together in 2 hours. Time is a crazy thing when you're with your twin flame. So they're saying, please be patient, and that they are working very diligently on what they have to work on because of you, for them, for union. This is the World card. And when I see this card, I love seeing it because it's a happily ever after card. It's a success on every level that you can imagine. I'm getting like health. This could be emotional health, this could be physical health, but they're working on this right now because they want to be emotionally strong for you. They want to be healthy and have great stamina for all the physical connecting you're both going to have. In other words, sex. But they're improving in areas of life that need success in. Maybe they've been challenged with their health. Maybe they've been challenged with addictions or codependencies. That's what this time apart is so that they can work on this stuff. And it may seem like it's taking them forever and you're like, can you hurry up here? Like, we're not going to be here forever. And they're saying, please be patient. It's not easy to all of a sudden go from, 0 to 50 or 0 to 150 in 2 seconds, as much as we all want that, because we can feel how great it's going to be together. It doesn't happen like that in the 3D. So they're still doing what they need to do. They're working on their health. They're working on, being emotionally stable. And that may have to do with their health or their finances, their career, their schedule, their, family members, obligations, responsibilities, whatever it is. But the big message I'm getting from this card, the World card, is they still believe in this happily ever after with you. So even if it's been 2 weeks, 2 months, 2 years, or 20 years, they still see this happily ever after with you. And I know that you can feel this. That's why you haven't given up, because that's their message to you. You feel it. This is confirming what you're feeling, that they're feeling it too. They know that this happily ever after is possible for you both. And they want to really thank you for your patience in, you know, it's been forever. Where the heck are you? And they're just saying, thank you for your patience. I'm working my best on being there on time. So that is our message for you. So let's gain some insight into what are the blocks that, what is a block that we need to work on to clear in order to come into union? What is a block that we need to clear? So we'll take this one. And then what is a block that our twin flame needs to work on to clear? Okay. So these are both swords, and swords are about communication, about thought, intuition. Okay, so the block that we need to work on is the Knight of Swords. I'm getting that we need to work on listening to the guidance that the universe is giving us. So see how he's just about to cross over, but there's no bridge, but he is still being guided. This eagle represents the universe. So there's no bridge there, and we just have to take that leap of faith. And we're like, I want to think positively about my twin flame, but like I'm stopped short. So the message, the block is that take a leap of faith. Trust that when you let go and of the old way of thinking and start thinking positively about our twin flame and our connection and our union, the universe has our back. So the block we have to work on is letting go of negative thoughts. Letting go of any negative thought that we have regarding our connection, regarding union, regarding their situation, regarding our twin flame and what they're doing and what they're not doing. The block that we have to release is negative thought patterns. Okay. What our twin flame has to work on releasing is fear. I want to say fear of commitment, but that's kind of not fair. You know, because again, twin flames are mirrors. Whatever is blocking them is also blocking us. Okay, so I'll just say it. Fear of commitment. As much as you watching want to be with your twin flame, there's still a fear of commitment, and that's what's showing up here. Fear of commitment is like fear of being stuck in something that you can't get out of, right? So, yeah, well, that's just what I'm getting from the Two of Swords. And it's like, I do feel it's stemming from our inner child, where our inner child doesn't want to be stuck not being able to have fun anymore. Like being stuck in one option, like saying, okay, I'm just going to go on the swings, but I don't want to go on the swings because that will prevent me from going on the slides. If you get what I mean. The inner child thinks, okay, if I only pick this, then I don't get to play in the rest of the playground. So that kind of energy, that kind of belief stems from our inner child. Is like, if we pick one, if we just pick one twin flame, how am I going to have fun in life? How am I going to enjoy the company of others? How am I going to have friends of the opposite sex? So it's a very limited way of thinking. And it's very natural because as children, sometimes we're only given one option or two options. It's this or this, and that's it. We live in an abundant world. We can have as many options as we choose. By choosing our twin flame, actually does the opposite. It actually opens us up to more options. So not to take on the belief that if we just choose our twin flame, we can't have friendships with people of the opposite sex, or, you know, we can't have others in our lives. Like it's a marriage contract and boom, boom, that's it, fun over. So we're having that resistance somewhat because this programming of, you know, marriage contract, done, deal, that's it for life. We can't go into our twin flame connection thinking that, because our twin flame connection is soul-based, it's energy-based, it's spiritual-based. It's not based on the laws of man. And I'm not trying to say to disregard like a marriage contract. No, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that the rules kind of don't apply to twin flame connections, in the sense that when you're spiritually married to your twin flame, it actually liberates you, because it's twin flame love, twin flame connection, twin flame union is meant to empower us, not to imprison us. So we really have to know that, you know, when our inner child says, okay, I want to go to the playground, you can go to the playground. That's union, having everything available to us. But if we see twin flame union as, okay, I'm only going on a swing for the rest of my life and that's it, game over, we have to let that go. So that's a block, I guess, like a mindset or a belief that we must let go. And when we let go of it, our twin flame can let go of it as well. So for anyone experiencing that, we're perceiving our twin flame to be afraid of commitment, it's kind of like there's something within us that also doesn't like just having one option. Because when you choose twin flame connection, when you choose twin flame union, the whole world is your oyster. The whole world opens up to you energetically. There's no limit to the love you can experience, the connection you can feel, and not just from your twin flame, from literally the world, from the universe. Who likes that? Okay, so where are we? I get sidetracked. Okay, we got messages, what's happening. Okay, let's see what's coming up for you and your twin flame. What is coming up for twin flames watching this reading? What's coming up for the twin flames? Let's take these two. Okay, so the video just cut off. So the first card was 9 of Pentacles. The second card is 8 of Cups. So what's coming up for you and your twin flame? You guys are overcoming your doubts. Because when I see this card, it's always like, should I still continue with my twin flame connection? Should I move on? Should I, you know, look for someone new? So that's the doubts that come up. What I'm getting is that very powerfully, you and your twin flame are going to, all of a sudden, you don't know almost where it's coming from, you're just going to know that they are the one. Whatever situation you're in, if you're in a karmic situation, if they're in a karmic situation, if you're at work, if you're in the bathtub, if you're making dinner, you're going to be like, oh my God, they're the one. You're like, who said that? You're just going to have this knowing. That's what I'm really getting from this card. It's almost like if that's not resonating with you right now, this is what's coming up. And it's so interesting because what I'm hearing is that whatever decisions that you are going to make, like moving forward, you're going to unknowingly make the decision based on your twin flame. So say if you're buying bed sheets, you're going to think like, I really like these pink ones, but my twin flame likes blue. Like just little unconscious thoughts like that. If I'm, if you're purchasing a home, you're like, I really like this area, but, my twin flame likes living in the country. Things like that, like, you're not even going to know. So if you have a choice of eating food, you're like, I'm going to have the spaghetti and meatballs because that's my twin flame's favorite. You're just going to make that decision. And that's really weird. That's what I'm getting from this card. It's really strange. But what the message I'm getting is that you're just going to know that they're the one now. There's going to be like zero doubt. Not that there's zero doubt, because we're human. It's like, that's what we do. We doubt things. So, okay, so that's going to happen. There's going to be doubts that come up, but you're going to just know, like in your being, that they are the one. You can still get as many twin flame readings as you like to confirm that they're the one, but they're just going to confirm what you already know, that they're the one. It's just going to be like this energy that sits in you that's just certainty. It's like you can doubt it 24/7, but then when you wake up in the morning, you're like, oh my God, they're the one. That's what I got from this card, guys. Let me know in the comments if, when that happens, when you wake up and be like, oh my God, they're the one. But hopefully with more joy and happiness. And then we have 8 of Cups. So when I see this card, it's always like, okay, your twin flame has, somewhat turned their back on the connection, but there's still so much love there. So what I'm getting that's coming up for you is that they're turning towards you. Their energy is now focused on you. They're checking up on your social media. They're checking up with your friends. They're, seeing what you're liking. They're seeing where you're going, what you're wearing, because they're now focusing on you. So the reason why they're focusing on you is because there's this love that is growing within you, within both of you, pulling you like magnets to each other. So 8 of Cups is a lot of love, and the universe is like pouring the messages and the love to remind us who we are, to remind us that we are twin flames, and that love really is all that matters. Love is what matters. And it's the love that is inspired, that we feel within us, that is just a mirror of the love that is within us. So our twin flame and the love we feel for them, the desire we have to be one with them, is just a mirror of the love that is already inside of us, and that grows and grows and grows. So this love is just going to get stronger and more powerful, and for some is going to just drive you bonkers. So what I'm really getting is that you're going to feel all this love. Channel it. Channel it into activities that are going to uplift you. Channel that love into activities that uplift the world, that help lead others out of their despair into the light, and it's really great over here. So use this love that you feel that's growing inside of you. Use that inspiration to create a better world, to create heaven on earth, to create heaven that our twin flame love inspires us to feel. That love that we feel from our twin flame, that we feel for our twin flame, is heaven on earth. And when we use that love to create an actual 3D, 3-dimensional version of heaven on earth, our job is done. Okay, so I really hope you enjoyed this twin flame reading. I just kind of got new messages that were coming from a real different space. Again, because you know, I am picking up on the energies of this big shift that is happening on the planet when it comes to the planet and when it comes to twin flames. So I really hope you enjoyed this reading, and I really want to thank you all just for tuning in and watching and spending this time with me. I really appreciate your time. You can be using this time doing anything else, but thank you for sharing this time and space with me. It is so very appreciated, and I love you all so very much. So I want to thank you again. Thank you for subscribing to my YouTube channel. Please follow me on TikTok and Instagram, as I post pretty regularly. And feel free to message me to book your personal twin flame reading. Please order to receive your inner child healings to help clear that pathway to union and to our true happiness, to help our inner child just release, you know, the fears that we tend to hold on to. So again, thank you so very much, and until next time, I'm wishing you so much love and peace.